It is two to see y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. It is two to see you, two to be seen. Happy to see those who are on the screen there. Uh, Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Yes, sir.
For whatever
Hold on,
Nikata.
before you start, man, there are a lot of people out. Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. We had a tsunami of ailment here. Goodness. It's wow. I mean, scant, scant measure? Yes. A residue? Yeah. So, but we here.
In the house.
We here. We here. We here. What? To shake the nation.
Yes, sir.
Romans 15 and 4. Yes, sir.
For whatever Nikata before Nikatab Talamadas, so that through endurance and through the Nakun of the Ketubim, we might have Tikva.
In a Shanim in the years 2007, between 2007 and 2008, I dated a young lady by the name whose name was Peggy. Peggy had a daughter. This was right after we had lost my after I lost my first pastor, Pastor Shell, Aim Shell's husband. So we lost the pastor. We went looking for other pastors to bring us to the bar, the word. So we found this one pastor whom is very familiar with Smitty and Ra Smith. Had 20 children, truck driver, didn't believe in wearing glasses or going to the doctors. So Peggy was under his leadership. So Peggy and I, we talked, we dated for only 1 or 2 months, but we broke up because I didn't want him to marry us. I said, well, I've got to get a pastor. I got to get. I still need more teaching. I still need more instruction. So she said, I can't wait. I said, I understand. So we broke up. So, uh, but Peggy had a gift. What is it called? Nabuah prophecy. Yeah. So Peggy had gift of Nabuah. She said that she saw planes striking a building. This was in 2000, I think around 2008. So she said, I see planes striking a building. I said, oh, okay. All right. She said, I also see you standing in front of people preaching. I said, what? I said, not me. I said, ain't no way that's happening. So sure enough, Mr. Yahuah had other plans. 9/11 came, which she predicted, and my becoming a minister came to pass as well. So all that to say, Mr. Yahuah has plans. You have plans. Guess which plan which plan is going to supersede the other one? His. His. Exactly. Uh, 1 Corinthians chapter 3. No, hold 1 Corinthians chapter 3. Uh, Yaramyahu chapter 29. said, ain't no way you're going to have me standing up in front of a group of people that I don't know, preaching like, because Pastor Shell and her pastor were well known, were popular. I said, man, I can't stand up to those guys. I can't do what they do. I don't have the smarts. I don't have I'm not eloquent. But lo and behold, Mr. Yahuah had other plans.
That's right.
That's 29 and 11. Start at verse 10. Yaramyahu 29 and 10. Yes, sir.
For thus says Yahuah,
Yes. For thus says who?
Yahuah,
Yes, sir.
when according to my pa, 70 shanim have been completed for Babel,
Yes, sir.
I shall visit you and fulfill my tube to bar to you,
Yes, sir.
to bring you back to this Malkum.
Yes, sir.
For I yada the plans that I have planned for you.
For I know the plans I have. Somebody told me years ago, you want to see Mr. Yahuah laugh? Make plans. Make plans. Tell him what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, where you're going to do it. But the bar says,
For
yes,
I
yes, sir.
for I yada the plans
Yes, sir.
that I have planned for you.
So I have something planned for you. My plan was never to become a minister, but Mr. Yahuah had other plans. My plan in high school was to become a scientist, a nuclear scientist. But when I got to college, reality struck me in the face and said, you're not prepared for that. You're not smart enough for that. So I changed my major multiple times. It went from mathematics to French, the French language, to sociology. I said, I got to find something easier to do. All this writing, it's not my cup of tea. So, but I made the mistake of pledging a fraternity. Yes, I did. I did. But that was Mr. Yahuah's plan. I didn't know. I thought I was doing the right thing, the proper thing. So I wound up pledging black and gold. Black and gold. Because I thought they were more cerebral, more business minded. So I wanted to attach myself to these particular individuals. But again, my plans and Mr. Yahuah's plan were far from each other. The hazing that went on during the recruitment, during the pledging, I said, ooh, if I had known this, I wouldn't have started this. I wouldn't have become involved in this. So anybody considering attending college, stay away from those Greek organizations.
That's right.
Stay away. Stay away.
That's right.
Stay away. So went through the pledge process, hazed. I had morning classes. I had classes at 7 and 8, but because I didn't set my schedule for the pledge period, my schedule was already set when I began the pledge, the fraternity. So I had I had classes at 7 and 8. I went to class sleep. They kept us up till 5 and 6 in the morning. So I went straight from frat house to my classes. I slept through all my classes, all of them. For we were on the quarter system, and which is what? How anybody know how long the quarter system was? I think it's 6 months. It's either 3 months or 6 months.
That's 3 months.
3 months. So we were on the whole 3 months. We were pledging. Late for class, sleeping in class. Failed all my classes. I got booted out of college. And at that time, I got booted out. I flunked out. I got booted out because I flunked all my classes. I couldn't maintain. My body was able, but my mind wasn't. My mind was still young, inexperienced. So I took a big hit as far as the pledging, the hazing. But the point is, Mr. Yahuah had other plans for me too. If I hadn't flunked out, I would never found the bar. That's my point. Your plans and Mr. Yahuah's plans are different, far different. This Mr. Yahuah has infinite understanding and wisdom.
That's right.
We're just pulling around on the earth, doing what we decide to do. So the thing is, the point is, the goal is to adopt the key into Mr. Yahuah's plan. Yes, sir.
For yada the plans that I have
I know what I have planned for you.
declares
Whether it's to be wealthy, whether it's to be struggling, whether it's to have 2 cars, 1 car, a Range Rover, a Tesla, a house with 3 rooms or 5 rooms. All that's in my plans. Not your. You may want something, want this house, want this car. But if you attach yourself to my law, my Torah, my commandments, your plans will have to take a back seat.
That's right.
We'll have to take a back seat.
Right.
I have something better for you.
That's right.
I have something better for you. Yes, sir.
declares Yahuah plans for shalom,
Plans for what?
shalom, and not for calamity.
Plans for peace and not calamity. Plans for prosperity.
To give you a future and a tikva.
Yes, sir. Plans for shalom and not for kata. Plans for shalom and not pettiness, hypocrisy, jealousy.
That's right.
We're told to lay aside every weight, pettiness, jealousy, hypocrisy, and all kata is a weight.
That's right.
But if we attach ourselves, if we conduct ourselves in Mr. Yahuah's plan, we forego, well, not forego, but we cast aside all that's going to weigh us down, that's going to create negativity, that's going to hold us back.
That's right.
So the plan is, the goal is to attach ourselves, to walk in, what do you say, walk in the Yahuah,
That's right.
because he is our
Mm.
Yes. So to do that, we have to exit our plans and attach ourselves to Mr. Yahuah's plan.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Right. Then you shall kara upon me and come and palau to me, and I shall shama to you.
Then you shall do what?
Then you shall kara upon me
Yes, sir.
and come and palau to me,
Yes, sir.
and I shall shama to you.
Yes, sir.
You shall seek me
Yes.
and find me when you seek me with
That's
all
good.
your love.
So we're attaching ourselves to Mr. Yahuah's plan. Therefore, we've got to seek him. He's not coming to you. You have to go to him. you have to accept his plan because he's not going to accept your plan or our plans. Yes, sir.
You shall seek me and find me
Yes, sir.
when you seek me with all your love.
Yes, sir. But you have to do it. This is how you have, this is what we have to do. This is the goal. This is to adopt, to accept, to walk in with both hands, all toes, all your thumbs, everything. Attaching yourself with your whole life, entire life. And so if you attach your life, your being, your thought process to Mr. Yahuah's plan, it's got to go right.
Mhm.
It's got to be right. It's got to be right.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
I shall be found by you,
Yes, sir.
declares Yahuah,
Yes, sir.
and I shall restore your fortunes, and shall gather you from all the Goyim.
Hold. Say that again, brother.
I shall be found by you,
Yes, sir.
declares Yahuah,
Yes, sir.
and I shall restore your fortunes.
So if you lost something, if you lost anything by accepting and walking in and grabbing hold of Mr. Yahuah in his Torah, I shall restore it.
Mm.
You may not have what you had before, like EU did, but you're going to be comfortable.
Yeah.
You won't be begging bread.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mhm. Yes.
And shall gather you from all the Goyim,
Yes, sir. I'm going to bring you from all nations. Yes, sir.
and from all the Malkum,
Yes, sir.
where I have driven you there,
Yes, sir.
declares Yahuah.
Declares who?
Yahuah.
Yes, sir.
And I shall bring you back to the Malkum, from where I shall lock you into exile from there.
Yes, sir. I'm going to bring you back. I'm going to restore you. What is it? I'm going to make you the head and not the tail. Yes, sir.
Because you have said, Yahuah has come up Nabaim for us in Babel.
That's good. Yahuchanan chapter 10. See, that's what you get when you write with your left hand. Yahuchanan chapter 10, verse 10. So the goal, exit your plans, forget your plans. You want to go higher. Attach yourself. Walk in with Yahuah's Torah. Yes, sir. And his commandments. Yes, sir. 10 and 10.
The thief does not enter except to steal.
Now, your family members, your friends, I'm sorry, thief. Do we say thief? Your family members, your friends, your co-workers, your neighbors are not going to be happy to see you succeed. That's right. To see you prosper, to see you gain, to see you elevate. But the thief does not, what?
The thief does not enter except to steal.
So the thief, family member, co-worker, neighbor, is going to do everything they can. To do what? To steal your joy, property, whatever, your time, maybe your car, like they did mine a couple of times. I said, why me? I got a jalopy. I said, I had an Oldsmobile 98 Regency,
Yes, sir.
GM product. They smashed the steering column to drive the vehicle away. I said, the car is not worth anything. Why are you stealing it? But somebody was mad at me because something I did or something I didn't do. So you got haters all the time. You're going to have haters. You don't mess with nobody. You don't talk to nobody. You're going to have haters. Somebody that's going to steal from you, take from you, and try to do what? What's that last thing?
Except to steal, to kill, and to destroy.
Yes, sir.
But I have come to bring them, Kai,
But I come to bring you, not them, but you, what?
Kai,
Yes, sir. Peace of
And-
mind. Peace of mind. He said, peace of mind. Peace of mind is so valuable. Not have to be worried all the time, concerned all the time, depressed all the time. But I come to bring them, say what?
Kai,
Yes, sir.
and the fullness of their sufficiency.
Not just part, not just half, not 3/4, but the fullness.
Yes, sir.
Fullness. Yes, sir.
I am the two Ra.
Yes, sir.
The two Ra gives his Kai for his sheep.
Yes, sir.
Hired worker
Yes, sir.
is not a Ra, and the sheep is not his sheep.
Yes, sir.
He shall see that the wolf has come and abandoned the sheep.
Yes,
and
sir.
flee. Then the wolf shall snatch and scatter the sheep.
Man, there are too many wolves out there. You can't fight them. You don't have the knowledge. You don't have the expertise.
That's right.
So I'm suggesting to you, urging you, to avoid anyone and everyone that brings you negative energy, despair, hatred. Yes, sir. Oh, that's good. Third John. John, Yahuchanan, the third book. Chapter 3, starting at verse 1. Third John 3, start at verse 1. Yes, sir.
The Zakan to the Yedidah guys, whom I it in Amat. Yedidah applaud that for you to do well in all things and be in health.
My apologies. Is there a third chapter? No? Okay.
You want-
I just testing. Make sure.
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Continue.
Yedidah applaud that for you to do well in all things.
Yes, sir. So this is part of his plan. This is his plan. Mr. Yahuah's plan for every Aki, every young person, every high schooler, middle school, elementary school. What do they have now? Elementary, or even pre-K, yeah. Yes. My plan for you, my plan for you is to do what? Well. And not just one thing, two things, but all things. Yes, sir.
and be in health,
I want your health to be strong. I want you to be strong in your health. I want you to be able to battle these illnesses that's out there. Again, I appreciate the concern, great concern about staying on task, staying healthy, staying on our regimen. Amen. To remain healthy, to stay healthy. Yes, sir.
as your Nephash does well.
Yes, sir.
For I rejoiced greatly
Yes, sir.
when the Hakim came and testified of your Amat,
Yes, sir.
as you halak in the Amat.
Yes, sir.
I have no greater shusha.
Hold right there. I told you about the story of this one particular individual who came up to me and said, Malcolm, brother, I like the way you stand. You don't talk. You don't cause trouble. You don't kick up. You just walk in your faith. I said, I appreciate that. I said, man, there's people watching. People taking notice. So people are going to take notice of you when you walk according to Mr. Yahuah's plan, which is a great thing. Because in this society that we have now, it's an instant society, quick fixes, quick remedies, quick results and solutions. And there's no real positive, well, not positive, but to be instant, you can't, I mean, most of the time, to be instant or to be quick, you take shortcuts.
Mm-hmm.
You take shortcuts
Mm-hmm.
to do things right instantly, right now, not in 2 days, not in 3 days, but right now. I've heard that. Who knows how to, or who's tasted smoked salmon? Is it good? Okay. Who knows how to prepare smoked salmon? Nobody knows how to prepare. Who? Oh, yeah. Okay. Is it a slow process to create or to smoke the salmon? I mean, does it take a long time, or does it take longer than normal to prepare than regular seafood?
I bought it already smoked.
Oh. Okay. My apology. My question was who actually knows how to?
I smoke other things. I think it takes a long time. PL got you. PL got you.
So does it take a long time?
Because it's fish. Only because it's fish. But other meats, smoking it, it takes a long time.
Okay.
10 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You smoke beef?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Real good.
Really? Oh, okay. That's something new. Something I learned today. But I've heard that it's a long process. Farming is also a long process. You don't get instant results in farming. Farming takes time to produce fruit. You don't plant your seeds and get why you laugh? What did I do? But you plant seeds, they don't come up in a week. or do they, Boogie? We're not talking GMO. We're not talking hybrid. We're talking natural. We're talking natural.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
I have no greater shusha
Yes, sir.
than Tashama of my Beni,
Yes, sir.
halak in the Amat.
Yes, sir.
Yedidah, you do all your works, Amunah for the Hakim and for strangers, which have borne witness to your Ahab before the Kahal.
Yes, sir.
You shall do well to shalak them forward in a darat worthy before Elohim.
Ra Shyth, chapter 50. So again, the plan, the goal. If the goal is salvation, the best thing for us to do is to attach ourselves to or walk in his law, his commandments, attach ourselves to his plan.
That's right.
Yes. So, what I say? Ra Shyth, chapter 50. Verse 18. So let's walk this Kudash walk with patience. It's not a quick fix. It's not a quick run. It's a steady stride. Steady stride. Steady walk. Don't run too fast. Don't walk too slow. Take it nice and easy.
That's right.
Take it nice and easy. Yes, sir.
Then his Akim also came and fell down before his Pani and said,
Yes, sir.
Behold, we are to you for the Abadim.
Yes, sir.
But Joseph said to them,
Joseph said to them,
Do not be Yara, for
Yes, sir.
for am I in Elohim's Malkum.
Don't fear me. I'm just a man. I'm just an issue. I'm flesh and blood. All I am is flesh. Everything I have, everything I've done is according to Mr. Yahuah's plan.
That's right.
Everything that happened to me was according to Mr. Yahuah's plan.
That's right.
Your hatred, your jealousy, that was all a part of Mr. Yahuah's plan. Yes, sir. Be not afraid. Yes, sir.
And you intended Rosha against me, but Elohim intended it for two.
Yes, sir. So
And-
you intended all this stuff against me. All this hatred, all this jealousy, all this backbiting, all this pettiness, all that you cast towards me. You tried to use against me. But this was all part of Mr. Yahuah's plan.
That's right.
You had to do this because it was part of, this is what Mr. Yahuah wanted. This is the direction that Mr. Yahuah wanted you to go in and that he wanted me to go in, travel in. So this was all of Mr. Yahuah's plan. So don't fear me. I had no power. I had no strength to do what was done. But everything was by Mr. Yahuah. Yes, sir.
In order to bring about this yum,
Yes, sir.
to preserve many alive.
So you intended evil against me, like your neighbors are doing, like your family is doing currently. If they are. Now, your family might be fine with you walking Kadash, not celebrating holidays, not wearing certain clothes, makeup. Your family members might be fine with you doing all of this, walking Kadash, living according to the Torah and Mr. Yahuah's commandments. But my family said, we don't want no part of that. We don't want no part of that. My co-workers at Fulton County, they said, we see you, we don't believe you. We don't accept what you believe. So you're going to get that if you haven't already. Yes, sir.
So, therefore, do not be afraid. I shall provide for you and your little ones. So he comforted them and spoke to their lives.
Go back to 20 for me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you intended Rosha against me,
Yes, sir.
But Elohim intended it for two
Yes, sir.
in order to
But
bring
Mr. Yahuah set all this in motion. Like I said, if I had not pledged the black and the gold, I wouldn't be here. If I had not been put out of school for partying too much and for pledging in this Greek organization, which is terrible for a Kadash individual. Terrible, terrible way to walk, terrible way to live. If I had not done all these things, if I had not dated Miss Peggy, I mean, she was all right. I mean, we had no beef. She was just under a pastor that I couldn't I could stand him, but I wasn't comfortable with him. He preached on Shabbat, but he didn't believe in the Shabbat. He didn't believe in doctors, going to doctors. He didn't believe in going to hospital. Now his wife, he did get hospitalization or insurance for his wife because she was having so many kids. I think she had around 20, between 15 and 20. So now I wouldn't put that on any wife or any mother. So, but still, I disagree with the pastor. And had I not disagreed with him, I wouldn't be here. So all I'm saying is, let us walk according to Mr. Yahuwah's plan. Scrap your own plans. Scrap your own plans, your own desires, your own goals. Let's put everything into Mr. Yahuwah, our belief, our law, our basar, our way of thinking. I think there's a scripture or writing that says, meditate in him, how long? Day and night. So if you do that day and night, you have no time for the base, the negative stuff, the hypocrisy, the hate, jealousy, the discourse. So let's put everything into obeying Mr. Yahuwah. The men that he sent, the bar that's preached and taught, the instructions that are given. Let's do better. Let's walk better. Let's conduct ourselves better while we still have the opportunity. That's two.
I'm fine.